This is a good group. Well, good morning, everybody. Minneapolis's already great downtown is in the midst of an extraordinary transformation. Nicollet Mall is being redesigned for the next 50 years, and the project is on schedule and on budget. Target Center is being renovated to attract hundreds of thousands of new spectators and fans. Downtown East Commons is about to have its first full spring and summer season, and cranes are still in the sky in every direction. And our downtown also stands out because of our extraordinary civic-minded business community, our dynamic business associations, and our committed nonprofits that all serve downtown and the people who live, work, and visit here every single day. Increasingly, our reputation precedes us, and I talk to mayors from around the country all the time, and they want to know how we fostered such a positive, strong, successful public-private environment, and I tell them, we're Minneapolis, we're just awesome this way. We also have challenges. One challenge that has understandably attracted attention and been the source of frustration and anger is an increase in individuals engaging in behaviors, particularly on Hennepin Avenue, like public intoxication and catcalling, that are unpleasant, unwelcoming, and leave people feeling unsafe. And I have seen it for myself, both as I enjoy my own theater and restaurant and shopping experiences, and because last summer and fall I made a point of walking along Hennepin Avenue at various times of the day to see what was going on. And yeah, I saw things that were unpleasant. Shouting matches down the block, people who were drunk and wanted me to know it, and it wasn't illegal, and it wasn't fun. So crime is down overall in downtown, and the group that we're here talking with today all noted that reality. Crime is down downtown. But knowing that these behaviors come in the context of an overall decrease in crime downtown, including violent crime, doesn't make these behaviors less of a concern. And knowing that some of the factors that have contributed to this increase, like the temporary closure of Nicollet Mall, or judicial changes that have limited police officers' ability to curb or deter livability crimes, doesn't make these behaviors any more acceptable. They're not. We are a community that rises to and meets our challenges. And as a result, for the past several months, Jonathan Weinhagen, President and CEO of the Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce, and I have convened a group of leaders to tackle this challenge, and they are here with me today. Our shared goal is to ensure that Hennepin Avenue is safe and inviting for everyone, from every neighborhood, at every time of day. We quickly agreed on a set of 3 principles. First, that we cannot simply arrest our way out of this challenge. While the presence of law enforcement remains an important piece of maintaining livability on Hennepin Avenue, it cannot by itself make Hennepin Avenue feel safe. And it cannot make it the safe, inviting destination for everyone that we all want it to be. nor would simply adding more police officers do that. The second principle, that many of the people on Hennepin Avenue who are engaging in unwelcoming behaviors during the day are in need of outreach, assistance, and human connection, not law enforcement intervention. The third principle is that the best way to address livability concerns on Hennepin Avenue during the daytime is by ensuring that all of us, the public, private, and nonprofit sectors, are working together along with law enforcement on solutions that increase positive interactions, positive engagement, and activation of underutilized spaces. The plan that we are presenting today is rooted in these three principles. It lays out a set of actions in 4 key areas: outreach, activation, legislation, and law enforcement. It starts this weekend on April 1st. In this plan, there are a variety of new partners, new creative thinking, and new resources. These are added to good work that was already being done on the Avenue, including new initiatives that we tried out for the first time last fall to great effect. And Steve Kramer, in a moment, will walk us through many of the details of the plan. It is also a living, breathing plan. We will be measuring its results. We will be meeting regularly throughout the spring and summer to assess its effectiveness, and we will adjust and revise as needed to make Hennepin Avenue the welcoming and inviting destination for everyone that we know it can be. For this great work and for this plan, allow me to express my thanks to many people, beginning with the founders of this group. Jonathan Weinhagen, President and CEO of the Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce and co-chair with me of this endeavor. Steve Kramer, the President and CEO of the Minneapolis Downtown Council. Kevin Lewis, Executive Director of BOMA Minneapolis, and Melvin Tennant, President and CEO of Meet Minneapolis. I thank them for their stewardship of Minneapolis, for their willingness to roll up their sleeves with me to dig deep into this work, and for always keeping the goal that we all share of a Hennepin Avenue that is safe and inviting for everyone at the forefront of this work. Thank you very much. And I also very much wish to thank Shane Zahn, the Director of Safe Initiatives at the Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District, Mark Thompson, Deputy County Administrator for Public Safety at Hennepin County, and Chester Cooper, the Director of Hennepin County Community Corrections, for the extraordinary creativity and cooperation that they have brought to the process of devising this plan. Shane's on-the-ground connection to the work has been crucial in pulling the plan together. Mark and Chet are a great asset to the people of Hennepin County and a testament to the ability of local government to quickly take concrete steps that can measurably improve people's lives. And of course, I would like to give thanks to senior City of Minneapolis staff, including Police Chief Janae Harteau, Assistant Chief Chris Arneson, and First Precinct Inspector Michael Sullivan, City Attorney Susan Siegel, and City Coordinator Spencer Kronk, for their many years of great results around downtown safety and livability, and for their willingness to always do more, try more, and steadily shift the center of gravity on public safety in Minneapolis toward true partnership with the community. This plan and the body of new work in it grew out of my desire to find a solution to the challenges we face on Hennepin Avenue, coupled with a strong invitation from business leaders, which I was happy to accept, to work closely together to craft a solution. I'm very proud that we are standing here together today with a plan that we all agree on that advances our vision for how law enforcement and community can work together in goodwill to bring out the best in all of us. And of that, all of Minneapolis can be very proud. So next is the co-chair, Jonathan Weinhagen, to make remarks about this process and about the plan and about working together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Hodges, and thank you, all of you, for joining us today. I'm honored to stand before you with my peers and colleagues, Steve Kramer, President and CEO of the Minneapolis Downtown Council and Downtown Improvement District, Kevin Lewis, the Executive Director of BOMA Minneapolis, and Melvin Tennant, President and CEO of Meet Minneapolis. Public safety is a critical issue for the businesses, residents, and visitors of any community. It is a critical issue to our collective stakeholders. So much so that following a challenging summer in 2016, we joined together in urging the mayor to develop a plan that gets us out in front and in advance as we head into this spring. For the past several months, my colleagues and I, along with the mayor and city and county leaders, have come together to coordinate a plan that leverages the incredible investment innovation, and collaboration that is happening around public safety with the goal of realizing a thriving, vibrant, and safe downtown. This exists as an economic development imperative because our region is the economic development engine of the state of Minnesota, and our downtown is at the center of it. Much of the innovation in this space continues to be driven by the Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District. I'm happy to welcome and introduce Steve Kramer, President and CEO of the Minneapolis Downtown Council and Downtown Improvement District, who will share some highlights of the plan. Steve?
All right, perfect. That's Catherine Riali's doing. Yeah. Well, thank you, Jonathan, and thank you, Mayor. My name is Steve Kramer, CEO of the Downtown Council and Downtown Improvement District, and I think you all have access to a written plan, so thankfully I'm not going to go line by line, but I would like to highlight key 4 aspects of the plan and just make a brief comment on each. First, time frame for this plan. New this year is an early start. The plan strategies, as the mayor indicated, will roll out starting this weekend and really hit full force on Monday, April 3rd, and extend until November. So that compares to past years when the most intensive efforts were from Memorial Day to Labor Day. This year we're talking about April through November. So our aim is to get out early, set a positive tone right from the start, and sustain it all through the year on Hennepin Avenue and have that carry over to all of downtown. So first key element of this plan is a much longer time frame. Second, I want to just comment on the consistent and positive presence that will be on Hennepin Avenue. And Chief Harto will talk more about this from a law enforcement standpoint, but I want to highlight a new partnership between DID and the police department's first precinct, which we are calling the Commuter Block Post. And this initiative is made possible by dollars that the City Council added to the 2017 budget for DID, so I certainly want to thank the Council. For the time period of this plan, again, April through November, there will be an officer or one of these great DID ambassadors posted on each block between 10th and 5th on the west side of Hennepin between the hours of 6:30 to 9:30 a.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. So it'll be a new, consistent presence, getting to know their block and everyone on it, in addition to all the other kind of law enforcement-related strategies that are in the plan that the chief will likely comment on. So consistent, positive presence is another key element of this plan. Third, and the mayor certainly alluded to this, increased outreach and activation. I have to say it's a very, very long list of organizations that will be involved in these areas, either connecting with people on the street to provide the assistance they need, or creating interesting and engaging things to do on Hennepin all year long. I want to highlight, again, a new DID partnership with Summit Academy OIC, once again using funds that made available in the city budget. And that partnership will connect young adults who are downtown with the education and training opportunities Summit offers from their facility on Olson Highway. And while this will be a little bit wonky, DID is also deploying a new app called ISS from the Safety Communications Center we operate in the first precinct, which will enable much more effective coordination of all the outreach resources that are available throughout downtown. And I'd be remiss if I also didn't say look for a return of Pianos on Parade, one of my favorite activities that the Downtown Council and DID sponsors in June as one of those activation strategies. Finally, this is a holistic, multifaceted approach. As the head of the Downtown Council and DID, and I know I speak for my colleagues Jonathan Weinhagen from the Chamber, Kevin Lewis from Beaumont, Melvin Tennant from Minneapolis, one of the things that I'm most proud about is our downtown business community's recognition that addressing public safety requires multiple strategies. We support law enforcement and believe effective policing must be at the core of any safety plan, as it is in this plan. But our downtown businesses also believe in and put their own dollars behind all the other approaches you see in this plan: outreach, prevention, engagement, activation, legislative change. All these elements together will create the safe and secure environment that is the foundation for our downtown's continued vibrancy. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce our great police chief in Minneapolis, Janae Hartel.
I gotta bring people now. Come on, Chief Harrington. Of course, the others are kind of fixed, bike, and then there's folks out on the street because we need them doing their job. So, thank you. I do want to thank Mayor Hodges and Jonathan Weinhagen for really leading such a strategic group of meetings. I can't think of a time in my tenure where I've had so many partners at the table to have true, candid discussions about how to really combat and have public safety downtown and just have a very vibrant and safe downtown. As you know, I've said in the past, visibility equals livability, but it's more than visibility. And so our focus, and Inspector Sullivan has worked incredibly hard in putting together these commuter block posts in which we will have officers fully engaged. They have more tools now. Many of the tools you see behind us. They have tools in, yes, we can arrest. And the expectation is if that engagement component deems an arrest, then that's what we'll do. If it deems connecting with a social service partner to address the long-term issues of homelessness, then that's what we will do. We expect officers to be out there on these posts during those commuter times, that 6:30 to 9:30 a.m., 3 to 6 p.m., engaging with people. Whether they're on their way to an event or they're on their way to dinner, to be having dialogue as well. We'll also have our CERT team out. We have to address those livability crimes and some of the drug dealing, open bottle, and harassment. And I want to thank Chief Harrington. We do the Safe Zone beats. Generally, we do start the end of May. This year, we're starting early. We're starting in April, and I want to thank Chief Harrington not only for allowing his officers to participate early, but all the work you've done on 7th and Hennepin. It's instrumental. We need partners, and he has really stepped up and done that. I do want to thank the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. We'll be phasing in our Safe Zone beats this year, so you'll see increased officers in April, and then you'll see even more in May. With that, it's my pleasure to introduce Jose Acuna, who is a street supervisor from YouthLink, and he'll share a few words about his experiences of outreach on Hennepin Avenue. Jose?
Thank you very much. I need my people to step up. Come on, Red Dads. Come on, Red Dads. Your people, come on. With your people, come on, man. Don't leave me alone here. Good morning. My name is Jose Acuna. I have been working for YouthLink for the last 20 plus years. I never expected to be that long, but time goes very fast. Our agency is located out of the heart of the downtown, exactly 41 North 12th Street. If you want to volunteer there, if you want to come and visit, you are more than welcome to do so. Our agency provides services for you that are between 16 and 21 years old, between 16 and 24 years old that are experiencing homelessness or are in the situation of transition. We have programs of employment, housing. One of the best things that we do is to connect with the youth, to offer them resources for whatever that they need. Our program of outreach in downtown especially is a model of peer-to-peer, where we hire youth service recipients to become service providers. It is easier for me to connect with youth when a youth go and talk to them. They don't want to be listening to an old man telling them what to do. When the youth bring the message to another youth, is very effective. We have been collaborating, with St. Stephen's, with DID, with, help me out, Mad Dads, with so many other agencies that I see that these efforts, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. I believe also it takes a village to keep a community safe. These resources that we share between agencies have improved our outreach in a way that is in measurement. We have so many success stories that it's hard for me to put in words in here. One of them is an example. One of the police officers contacted us to see if we will be able to provide a sleeping bag that somebody had stolen. We were able to provide a sleeping bag, connect this person with a housing program, and also connect with St. Stephen's because they were transitioning from the age bracket that we work with. We are very happy that this collaboration is happening for the last year and a half, and this is the only way that we think that we can help each other to be safe, not only in Minneapolis, but out of Minneapolis. Thank you very much.
We are happy to take questions. Thanks, everybody. You should have copies of the plan. Appreciate it.
If you haven't received copies yet, we do have some that we're handing out now. Thank you.